Hi, my name is Colin Ryan, and I'm going to talk to you about the fundamentals of cloud computing. So, the cloud can offer numerous benefits depending on an organization's needs. And not every company is currently on the cloud, but it's better to start now and get ahead of competitors. So, some of the cloud benefits are speed and deployment. It can lower cost and increase efficiency. You can store, backup, and recover data, as well as test and build applications, analyze data, and increase security. So there's a few deployment models for the cloud. First is public. This is owned and operated by third-party cloud service providers. It can offer resources such as servers and storage. Then we have private, and this is used by a single organization, services and infrastructures on a private network. Then we have community, and this is infrastructure shared by several organizations, and this can be managed internally or by a third party. And last, we have hybrid, and this uses both public and private clouds. And hybrid is good for businesses because it offers flexibility and good deployment. Cloud computing services. So we have software as a service. This delivers software applications over the internet, and this is great for maintenance. Then we have platform as a service. This offers an environment for testing, delivering, and managing software applications. This is great for developers. Underlying an infrastructure does not need to be changed for deployment with this. Then we have desktop as a service. This delivers a virtual desktop, such as persistent desktops, which users can customize, and non-persistent, which wipe out after users log out. Then we have infrastructure as a service. This is renting IT infrastructure such as a computer, storage, and networking resources from a provider, and you pay as you go. This is good for reducing hardware costs, can free up physical space, and physical data centers do not need to be managed. So what are some of the cloud requirements? Well, the cloud requires internet and a service provider. And compared to local resources, which needs data center hardware, cooling power and physical space, servers, and storage. Network requirements for the cloud. Needs an internet connection, high availability, optimized infrastructure, and good compatibility. So let's talk about service-oriented architecture and virtualization platforms. So SOA enables software components to be reusable and interoperable. SOA is more lightweight and flexible in a cloud environment. It can enhance performance in the cloud. Also offers loose coupling in the cloud. This is just services and users are less dependent on one another and improves business workflow on the cloud. And it's easier to deploy software as a service. Virtualization is the technique that separates a service from a physical delivery of it. This is cost-effective and reduces hardware, allows multiple OS and applications to run on the same hardware, increases uptime and utilization as well as flexibility. This is a fundamental role in delivering infrastructure as a service. So now we're going to talk about cloud security, advantages, disadvantages, and compared to on-premise security. So some advantages with the cloud is less expensive, traffic analysis and network monitoring is easier, and it's highly automated. Some disadvantages, though, is data confidentiality. If you lose internet connection, you won't be able to access it. Compliance and vulnerable in the event of attack, and this is just saying it's more susceptible because all your data and services are stored on that. So on-premise security, some advantages with that is a company retains more control over their own security. They can control their security patches and firewall updates and policies and set appropriate user access policies. Disadvantages to this, though, is it's more expensive, scales slower, and you require much more resources for monitoring and maintenance. Cloud legal and privacy issues. So legal standards and regulations are rapidly evolving for cloud computing. Healthcare and financial services need to take precaution when using the cloud because they have a lot of sensitive information out there. And some of the legal privacy issues come with liability, such as data breaches, copyright infringement, data loss and management, HIPAA violations, and security violations. When you use the cloud, you're assuming your vendor is taking the necessary security steps, but you need to ensure that these steps are being taken and that your business organizational needs are being tightly secured and you have no legal or privacy issues that could come up in the future. And this is a list of my references. Thank you.